What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans, hope you're doing well. This is kind of a follow-up video to the one I did a few days ago about, will Zack tell Fatima about what he, basically hooking up with his ex, hooking up with Karen. And in the video, I talked about it a little, not really coming to a solid conclusion, but kind of asking the question, hence why I'm doing this video, is, do you think Zack actually cheated on Fatima? I just wanted to, I never even knew this, what do they call it? Acronym until college. DTR defined the relationship. And I mentioned how when you think about sisters, when you really think about sisters, nobody in the show is truly in a quote unquote official relationship. There's a lot of shacking up, hooking up, and talking as opposed to committed exclusive relationships. Andy and Gary, that's a freaking affair. Karen and Aaron, it's like practicing celibacy without full-on relationships, but yet they talk about things like marriage. Well, Aaron is anyway in regards to no sex until marriage. She's still hung up on Zack. I think that when you really think about it, Karen and Zack were technically the only relationship. However, there was a lot of on again, off again moments in their dynamic. Danny and Preston, Danny made it clear several times that they aren't in a official relationship. And Sabrina, Calvin tried to get Sabrina to be in a relationship, but she said no. So there's just a lot of, again, like I said, hooking up, talking, and emotions and feelings, yet there's no solid relationships. And no, even if Andy and Gary get engaged, I don't call that a relationship, but whatever. So before going forward in the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button to show that you like it. Hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And finally, hit the subscribe button, especially if you are a frequent viewer. I'm still trying to increase the percentage of watch time for my subscribers. We're currently at around 31%. I'm trying to get to 40 by the end of the month. So once again, if you are indeed a person who watches my content, thank you. But please hit subscribe to help with the watch time. So I read this comment on the video I was telling you about. I saw about 3 comments where people mentioned kind of the same thing. Well, technically they weren't in a relationship. And this is a weird name, but Leda Fart, Ledafart. I am not kidding. That's the name. And I quote, "No, Zack didn't cheat. Zack tried to define the relationship and Fatima wouldn't. She told him, keep doing what you do. Unfortunately, that's left up to interpretation. When they met, Fatima was taking Zack to the hotel to his ex-girlfriend. Fatima told him it was obvious that he wasn't over her and that he was still in love with her. She chose to catch feelings knowing that he was in love with someone else. A relationship will never have room to grow unless it's free and clear from the beginning. Also, how you start a relationship is how it's going to end. Karen started talking to Aaron while she was still dating Zack, and Fatima started sleeping with Zack knowing he was still in love with someone else. Karen dating Aaron but calling Zack's name out in her sleep. Zack wants to talk about Karen all the time. These are indications that they weren't over each other and that Fatima as well as Aaron set themselves up for failure." That's a very good comment. I'm going to hit the heart button on that one. So there you go. I agree with a lot in this particular comment. I just feel like Zack bringing up Karen, or quote unquote his ex, when dealing with Fatima makes a lot more sense in that perspective, because when you think about it, he's literally going through what he's most likely just calling deja vu. It's like, hey, Fatima, I'm kind of nervous. Remember, like, when they first started interacting, especially when she invited him over, he was like standing far away from her, not wanting to sit on the couch to have a glass of wine, because the way she was helping him out, or is helping him out, is the same thing Karen did. He's mentioned it multiple times. And again, in the comment section of the video, people were mentioning that as well. They were just saying the fact, he's just saying the fact, like, my ex used to do this. I fell on hard times. She helped me get up on my feet, but then she just kept tearing me down and whatnot. And then, that ended badly. So he's always been hesitant to accept Fatima's generosity. I don't want to say handouts, but generosity. I guess it's just a matter of the question of, okay, Zack will accept this, but at the same time, will he take advantage of it? Which honestly, I feel like he did when he had sex with Karen. So earlier that day, where he tried to define what it is they're doing, she's like, just keep doing what you're doing. I agree that's vague. And as a guy, imagine, just saying, if I was in Zack's position and then later that day I just decided to bang somebody else and then go over to Fatima's house again, and then she found out, and I tried to say, well, this morning when I tried to see what we were and you said keep doing what you're doing, I figured, oh, well, then we're not in a relationship, so me hooking up with someone else isn't cheating. I don't think she's going to take that too well, especially if she doesn't have sex with somebody else when she has the opportunity. However, it's hard to make that argument for Fatima, because go back to girls' night after Andy got her job back, got the promotion, won the lawsuit and everything. Fatima revealed that, oh, well, I don't date for like long-term relationships. I just date to date. I mean, men do it all the time. Why can't women? That's before she started to officially catch feelings for Zack. So you could argue in Zack's position, it's like, well, I mean, it's never been clear what we are. We just have sex. But honestly, there's more to it than that when you look at everything Fatima's done for Zack. So I just honestly feel like there should be some kind of, that's why communication's key, Like if you watch Bruh, look at the dynamic between Mike and Pam. Both of them players in their own right, but then Mike started to catch feelings, and then it just got to a situation where, they both mess around, her with men, him with women. He caught feelings, started interfering with her dates with men, and then they were almost in a relationship, but then she caught him flirting with Andy. Yes, remember, these two shows are in the same continuity, so it's really awkward. But I just feel like it's not a good look. Now, you could also argue that Zack does have feelings for Fatima. He's hesitant. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. Zack is hesitant to like jump into a new relationship because of what happened with Karen, because of a lot of similarities in how things are playing out. Yet Fatima, it's not that she's hesitant with Zack, because even though she did reveal the reason she is the way she is when it comes to dating, it's because of the last time she was in love with somebody, she got heartbroken. I think the difference is Zack is someone who is rattling the foundation of what she feels about love and relationships to begin with. So it's like Zack's past with Karen is affecting his present with Fatima. And Fatima's past in regards to her thoughts and foundational beliefs on dating and relationships are being rattled in the present by Zack, when you look at it from that perspective. Now, technically, I agree that Zack did not cheat because they aren't together, like officially in a relationship. However, I believe Fatima said the reason she got her heart broken was because what was it? Her and this guy were together for a couple of weeks or whatever the situation was. I don't remember the exact details. I know this is early season 1. Was it early season 1? Yeah, early season 1 during girls' night. She said something along the lines of a couple weeks later, he hooked up again with his fiance. So essentially, the man Fatima had fallen for hooked up again with his ex. I think when she finds out about Zack doing the same thing to his ex, that's probably going to lead to her kicking him out. So technically, I don't think Zack cheated. But at the same time, Fatima's obviously not going to see it that way because she's going to have deja vu and kick him out, just like Zack had deja vu with his feelings for Karen. Now, going back to the comment in regards to like Karen's dating Aaron but calling out Zack in her sleep, and then again Zack wanting to talk about Karen all the time. I think Zack makes more sense with that because number one, he got arrested because of her, so obviously he's going to be pissed off about it, so he's going to talk about it. She got rid of his grandfather's things, which Danny thankfully got back, and Karen's the one who's just dealing with the emotions, but she's just like, she has such a hard exterior, like a shell, but it's impenetrable. The thing is, she lets her feelings ball. It's almost like she buries her emotions, and it's like they almost, try to escape in her subconscious. So when she's asleep, she's calling out Zack's name. So it's kind of interesting when you look at it from that perspective. Now, again, I don't think Fatima's going to take too kindly to finding out that Zack hooked up with his ex, but at the same time, this could indeed be a play-by-play of what happened with happened with Karen. Karen helped him out. He's doing good, but at the same time, he's unfaithful. However, can you be unfaithful to somebody you aren't in an official relationship with? Very odd. So that's all I have to say for this particular video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And let's just hope Fatima doesn't get her gun out when she learns the news. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.